Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm trying this a bit different this week. I tried doing a short just a second ago and I can't meet the 3-minute window that it wants me to meet. So I am going to try it with my phone using my back lenses in landscape. So hopefully I can do a long form video for you. Basically with my restrictive budget I can't afford to get a vlogging camera, I can't afford to get a high-tech computer. So I'm going to have to make do with what I've got. So you know, I've had a couple of laptops come my way, neither of which that are powerful enough to really do filming on. So that's where we stand with that. So hopefully the lenses in the back of my phone are of a decent quality enough that I can film. But yeah, basically what I want to do is I want to get into showing you what I've made this past few weeks. And I'm sorry I've been a bit missing in action for a bit because I've been trying to figure out my phone. So from where we left off last time on one of my shorts, I was showing you what I was working on from my whip stash. We have finished said Christmas pudding. It is no longer a flat piece. I have got a short kind of demonstrating how to make it. I feel like a long form video would be better and you follow it step by step, whereas I feel the short is just a bit too quick for you to really be able to see what's going on. And I've noticed that as a fault on my part, so I'm sorry. Although my voice over hasn't been sped up in any way, the actions in the video might be a little bit hard to process because I'm going so quick. But yeah, this is now complete. We've finished this and it can go up in my Christmas decorations ready for next year. I will try and make some more stuff perhaps next Christmas because this Christmas I was working on a baby blanket, so I wasn't able to do as much as I wanted to do. I've learned from that mistake, perhaps not take commissions over November and December in a year, so then I can work fully on making Christmas stuff. But I am preparing for Valentine's Day again, which I've got some stock from last year, so I'm going to be putting some stuff in from last year. But I'm also going to be making some stuff this year. But first things first, I'm going to show you all the whips and where we are with them. So this is one of them. We've finally got my purses complete, so they're all done. Okay, we'll talk about the little sock situation in a minute, because I am a little bit annoyed. These are the purses that I was working on. They are now fully sewn up with a button on and now ready to be used. These will be going up on my Etsy shop around the end of February because I would like to get everything kind of listed at once. So we've got 5 of these all in here. So they all pretty much look the same. There are some that have some differences, but that's what happens when you make handmade stuff. There are little tiny, like, you know, differences in them. I think there's only one who's got like a slightly circular opening. All the rest of them seem pretty much like square. It's still functional, it's still good quality. It's just got a slightly different shape to the lip. We were also working on this pillow, weren't we? This is pretty much done. So I have got some fabric set aside to make the inner pillow. That's the pillow. I've gone for like a beach theme. So hopefully once it's stuffed with a pillow, it'll look more pillow-like. I haven't bought much in the last 2 months because I'm like, right, you've got loads, you don't need any more. Try and make stuff with what you've got. We do only have one button though, so at some point I will have to go and get another button for my pillowcase. I was working on these socks, wasn't I, last time as well. This is measuring 17 inches. I was hoping to make a second one of equal length and all that. Unfortunately, I was a bit of a moron and didn't weigh my yarns. So I've ended up using a larger ball of yarn first, and then I've used a second ball that looked equal in size, but was not. So it has ended up, this is only 13 inches long, so it's a good 4-inch difference. So basically I don't think I can sell these. I did try to get another yarn to continue with it. This was the most similar looking yarn I could find on the internet at the time, but as you can see, it doesn't really match. Although this is a lovely yarn, I've got this and I've got a pink one, which I'll show you in a second. They're so soft, they're lovely. I'm not a sponsor, by the way, but these are apparently King Cole Truffle Glitz. So I don't know quite what to make with these, but I might make some Valentine's bags and I'll put some sweets or something on the inside to sell. So I think these would be quite cute and they'd be a nice little soft bag that the person can keep. Unfortunately, it might end up that this yarn has been discontinued, so I might not have an option but to just be like, well, I can't use this then. I can unravel this one and perhaps, you know, reuse it, repurpose it for something. I will learn from my mistakes, won't I? And I will weigh my yarn balls in the future. Okay, so the other things that I had kind of forgotten about. First things first was these orange scrunchies that I made for Halloween, I think, last year. That's the only two that I managed to do. I think I prefer them at this size as well, so I might continue to make my scrunchies at this size, just because it's more of a manageable size. So these are going to be going up on my Etsy as soon as I can. Literally, all I had to do with these was weave their ends in. I don't know why I took so long doing it, to be fair. And then as I was rummaging around looking for things, I've got a shredder over here, but I dump my yarn in it sometimes. I don't like have it on or anything, it's unplugged, but I use it like it's a bucket, basically. Confession, I found this as well, this little flat piece that was a pumpkin. That I'd done the flat piece and I'd done the stalk, but I just stopped at that point. So we also took time out of, you know, the day to do this as well, because I was like, it's only going to take me half an hour maybe to sew it up, stuff it, and all that good stuff. I have this guilty thing where I'll get to like the very last stages of a project, and it's like my attention span just goes completely on a project, and then I end up just like putting it to one side or something for ages. And I've got to try and get out of that, to be fair. So that's another thing. So we've got a pumpkin. This probably won't go up on my Etsy. I'm keeping this personally for me. I'm just going to add it to my decorations. I've got 2 more pumpkins downstairs on my fridge, so now they've got a buddy. So they're all going to live together, and that's where they've pretty much been living for quite a number of weeks now. I also wanted to make some things for the house, just so it's got more of a cosy vibe. Basically, I was making some coasters, just so I got something nice floating around the house. And I wanted to also try and see, like, what I can do with my abilities. I wanted to learn to make some stuff. And crocheting in the round is something I'm not incredibly confident with, because you have to do increases every now and then. It's alright. I feel like maybe I have done too many stitches at certain points, because it is kind of getting a little bit wavy and a little ripply still. But for the most part, a lot of them are sitting flat. I have blocked them, so I've done what I can do for them, really. And the only one that seems to want to lay flat is that one. So I've got to work on that, basically. I have also got the fabric for that pillow that I was showing you earlier. I am just going to use this, and what I'm going to do is I'll measure it out so that it's 8 by 12. I'll do 2 then, and then sew them together. I will probably adjust the measurements slightly to accommodate a little bit of like, so I can fold the fabric so the edges is nice and neat, because the issue with like some fabrics, if not most, is that they fray. So to cover in those frayed bits, I need to have a little tiny bit additional that I can fold in on all my sides, so then it's protected then. I have got a short on my YouTube that shows me making some pillows for my nan. So that kind of covers that, kind of like what I mean when I say fold it in, pin it into place, and then I sew it. Once Valentine's Day is out of the way, then I'll worry about stuff that's not Valentine's Day themed, basically. So I'm going to put that over there. My 2 fuzzy yarns, we just seen the one that I was holding up against my socks. I've got the purple one, and I've got this lovely, like, almost neon pink one, which I think is very cute, very sexy. And I do like them both very much. They are very nice. So I'm not upset about purchasing them. On the topic of pinks and purples, I am going to start looking at doing some Valentine's Day stuff. I will show you the wools I've got in a minute. These are 2 of them that I plan to perhaps use. We'll see how confident I am with crocheting with them first. So we'll worry about those in a minute. I did order myself some more ponytails, because I haven't got very many left. So I've got them. I've got 2 more packs of ponies, so I've got plenty of scrunching making ability right here. So here's hoping that, you know, scrunchies will be a popular thing, hopefully. I will be putting them on my Etsy as well. So eventually anything I make for Valentine's Day, if it doesn't sell through my Facebook page, if nobody on there. I've got 74 people on my Facebook page. If you're also interested in joining said Facebook page, it should be linked in my YouTube bio. But if you go on Facebook and you just put in out of the box crochet knitting, I should pop up. And I believe there's a picture of me with my coaster. For Valentine's Day, I plan to do some scrunchies. I would like to do some more love heart wall hangers. I've got loads of key charms downstairs and bag charms of like 3D love hearts. I don't know whether I'll make too many more of them, because I have got quite a lot downstairs. So yeah, my yarns that I've got planned are all in this bag that I got for Christmas. I've already got a wall hanger in this colour, but this is one of the yarns that's kind of more bordering along purple that I've got in here. So I do plan to make perhaps maybe another one. I don't know whether I'll make more than one from this. That is yarn number 1. I'm just going to chuck them on the floor because I've got nowhere else to put them. I've got a pink here. This is an Aran. So it's like medium in thickness, kind of. It's not like chunky, but it's also not double knit. It's kind of in the middle there somewhere. So yeah, got that colour too. I might make some wall hangers with that. Same with this colour. I've got another ball in there of this colour. But we'll see how we crack on with, like, you know, I don't want to make loads and loads because if it doesn't sell, it's just going to end up being in my company for another year. I mean, on a plus note, then it might mean I might not have to make anything next year. But, you know, obviously I want my stuff to sell. I don't want it to be, like, just clogging up and staying in my house. I've got this red velvet yarn. Although it says it's polyester, so never mind. I've got this polyester yarn. It's like a velvet effect. And I would like to make scrunchies with this. I also have a pink in my baby blanket bag that I would like to use. But I will see how much of that pink I need for the baby blanket. That is another pink. It's mostly just going to be pinks, reds, purples, kind of like that sort of colours. Like Valentine's Day colours, pretty much. Got this light pink that I was using for the baby blanket. Still got quite a lot of that. So I will try and do some stuff with that. I've got the world's smallest amount of purple here, so I may make some more love heart key rings with that, just because of the amount of yarn I've got there. It's not enough to do a wall hanger, I don't think. But we'll see how we crack on. That's the same as before. It's just another ball of the same wool, so I will ignore that. And I have got a red in here. Now, because this is quite thin, I might use it for, you know, gift bags or like a gift pouch. So I'll make like crochet drawstring bags and I'll try and stick some stuff inside of them. That's pretty much all I've got planned to do. I want to get as much Valentine's stuff done as I can leading up to the day. I will try and put my stuff up for sale on my Facebook page early February and then give it a week or so. If it doesn't sell, I'll try and put it up on my Etsy. That's basically all I'm doing. I'll tidy those back in a minute. We'll just scooch them over there. Other than that, it's just a blanket that I've got over here. I haven't got anything else to show you guys as for the moment. Got a coupon from the yarn shop, so that's nice of them. And I've got this blanket. I have done a little bit of work on this. I am now on a pink stripe where I was on just near the top of the cream. So we are getting through it. I do plan to hopefully get this up on my Etsy shop pretty soon. But like I said, I'm going to focus mainly on like Valentine's stuff at the moment. I have got another pink wool in here, so I don't know whether to take that out and use that for my my scrunchies. I can always go down to the yarn shop and I'm pretty sure this pink velvet is still in stock and it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon because it's Flutterby. It's quite popular baby yarn. So again, not sponsor, I'm just putting it out there because you never know with YouTube, it might just tell me off. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on. That's how far we've got on there. I'll use the pink yarn and make some scrunchies. I'm going to try and make some scrunchies, to be honest, first off. I've missed making scrunchies, to be honest. I haven't made any in a little while. I'm going to leave it there, guys, because otherwise I'm just waffling on for the sakes of waffling. I will try and do long form content for you guys. I have got to save up for a vlogging camera at some point and perhaps a better PC because I haven't got the technology required really to do this. But we'll see what happens. I hope you all have a lovely day. And if you haven't subscribed and you've stayed this long, thank you very much. If you fancy subscribing, please do, because it'll help me out. And if you could like my video, even better, because I am quite a small YouTuber. Always surprises me when you've got people who've got like quite a few thousand subscribers saying they're a small YouTuber, and I'm like, you're not though, are you? You've got quite a few people there that tune in and watch you, so I wouldn't really necessarily classify you as a small YouTuber. But if you have subscribed to me, thank you very much. And I will see you perhaps next week.